Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the direct combination reactions, which are also called as the synthesis reaction. Now in this, we'll take few examples so that you understand what actually a direct combination reaction is. Earlier in the first video, we had discussed the definition of the direct combination reaction, that was a reaction in which two or more elements of compounds combine to form one new compound. In this we are going to see three types. Firstly, element combining with an element to form a new compound. Okay, this will be our first type of reaction, and in this we will be seeing the example of metal combining with oxygen. Okay, metal combining with oxygen forming a metallic oxide. Okay, so if you remember, we have the metals like sodium, potassium, calcium. So here we are taking sodium combining with oxygen forming sodium oxide. Okay, and you need to learn the complete balanced reaction. Okay, so learn the complete balanced reaction of sodium combining with oxygen to form sodium oxide. Next metal we are taking calcium. Calcium combining with oxygen to form calcium oxide. Okay. So these will be the two reactions which you are going to remember, that metal when it combines with oxygen forms the corresponding metallic oxide. Likewise, if we have non-metals, now non-metals will also combine with oxygen, and here they will be forming the non-metallic oxides. Okay, non-metallic oxides will be formed, and here we have the example of carbon combining with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and sulfur combining with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. So these are simple reactions which you can remember. Metal combining with oxygen to form metallic oxide. This is an important point which you should remember. And non-metals combine with oxygen to form the non-metallic oxides. Okay, so here we saw the first type of reaction. In the second combination reaction, we have a compound combining with an element to form a new compound. So here we are taking the example of a compound, that is carbon monoxide combining with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Okay, that is the first reaction. Carbon monoxide is a compound, oxygen is an element combining to form CO2. And then we have sulfur dioxide, which is a compound combining with the element oxygen, and here it is forming sulfur trioxide. Okay, so here we need to balance the reaction. Okay, sulfur trioxide is being formed. So every time when you are learning, children, learn in this way so that you remember it, that carbon monoxide has combined with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide has combined with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. The third type in direct combination reaction, we are seeing compound combining with another compound to form a new compound. Okay, in this we are taking the example of the metallic oxides. Now previously we had seen that metallic oxide was formed, sodium oxide and calcium oxide. Now this sodium oxide, when it reacts with another compound, here we are taking water, it dissolves in water to form the corresponding alkali, that is sodium hydroxide, and calcium oxide will dissolve in water to form the corresponding alkali, that is calcium hydroxide. So this is an important point which you can remember, that metallic oxides when dissolved in water, they form the corresponding base, which can also be an alkali. Okay, so later on in higher grades you will understand the difference between the base and alkali. As of now you remember that sodium oxide has dissolved in water to form sodium hydroxide, and calcium oxide dissolves in water to form calcium hydroxide. So these are the different types of reactions which you are going to remember for your direct combination reaction. Okay, and lastly we have the non-metallic oxides. We also saw the formation of non-metallic oxides. These non-metallic oxides, when they dissolve in water, they form the corresponding acids. Okay, so non-metallic oxide, we saw carbon dioxide, formation of carbon dioxide. This dissolves in water to form the weak acid, that is carbonic acid. Sulfur dioxide dissolves in water to form the corresponding sulfurous acid, that is H2SO3. Okay, so these are the reactions which you are going to remember for the direct combination reaction. We saw three different types of combination: element combining with an element to form a compound, then we saw compound combining with an element to form a new compound, and lastly we saw two different compounds combining to form the new compound. And in this way you will remember the different types of combination reaction under these headings, that is element combining with element, compound with an element, and compound combining with another compound. So in the next video we are going to see the decomposition reactions. Thank you, students.